Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this wooden plaque. I believe I got this at Dollar General. I'm going to start by giving this a quick coat of almondine paint. It's just an antique white color. Once I have that all painted on there and it's all dry, I am going to put a coat of Mod Podge on the sign, and then I'm going to let that Mod Podge fully dry. So I'm just going to do a nice coat of Mod Podge, making sure that it's all even. Had little boogers in it, so I had to get rid of those. And then once I have that evenly coated on there, I'm just going to let that dry. Once it's fully dry, I'm going to use this napkin from my Patriotic napkin bundle, and I'm going to lay it where I want it on the sign. I'm going to try and make sure I get all the stripes and the stars matched up. And then I am going to use my iron to iron this napkin on. So I've already taken the plies out of the napkin also. So it's down to one ply. Now that I have the placement, I am going to take some parchment paper and lay that down and then just use my iron. And I'm just using an iron on hot with no steam. You can do this with any iron. You don't have to have a specific one. Just no steam. That's it. I'm just going to put this on and make sure that I get every square inch of this along all the edges to make sure that this napkin is fully adhered to the wood. Once I have that fully adhered on there, I am going to take and cut off some of this excess napkin around. And then I am going to start to sand off all of that excess napkin around the edges. So I'm just going to use my little hand sander and just go around all the edges and get rid of all that excess napkin. Once I have all the excess napkin off, I'm going to take a coat of Mod Podge and put it right over the top of the napkin. So I'm just using regular matte Mod Podge and just going over and putting a nice coat of it on here to make sure this napkin doesn't peel up later. Once that was all dry, I'm going to take some rusty wire and I'm going to slide it through both sides of where the hanger used to be. And then I'm just going to take and mark it the way that I want on here. Cut off some of those excess pieces, and then I'm just going to take the end of a paintbrush and twirl each side down, spinning it to hold it into place. I'm going to do that on both sides. Once I have the hanger on, I also twirled up the top part of the hanger as well, and I just used that paintbrush to wrap it around that. Then I'm going to take a piece of coffee dyed muslin and a small piece of burlap, and now I'm going to take my stamps and stamp out the word home. I'm stamping that right onto the muslin. Once I have that all stamped out, I'm going to glue that small piece of muslin right on top of the little piece of burlap that I had already previously cut out. So I'm just going to set that right on top of there. And then I'm going to glue that to the bottom right of this sign, right on the bottom right of the napkin. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down, set that down right on top of it. And then I have this rusty star I am going to add to the corner of that piece of muslin and burlap. Once I had that all secured on there and get rid of all of these glue strings, I am going to take another piece of muslin and I just cut a strip of it and it's also coffee dyed. I'm going to tie that right onto the hanger and then I'm going to cut off the excess pieces of that. And then I'm going to add a rusty bell and a safety pin right to the center of that little bow that I just made. So I'm just going to slide that right on there, secure it into place, and that is it. This project is done. I think it turned out so super cute. It was really simple, and I just love the rustic look of it. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to make one. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.